What is up YouTube? My name is as always Mr. Esnorb, and in the last video of my Bronzeman journey we made a little pause from RASIAL, and in this video we will definitely grind some more of him. And we have some huge droppers in front of us and also a price check of all the loot that we received at 500 kills. So stay tuned, leave a like, subscribe, and now enjoy. You can use a volley of Zols and we're done so. Bomb. Okay, that was a messy kill. And we get hand wraps. And we get a drop. We actually get a drop. Obviously. At the most fucking messed up kill, we get robust momentum and the hand wraps. Damn, we actually managed to get a drop at the Sanctum of Rebirth. I did some normal mode kills. Or did a normal mode kill. Now I think I will do one more hard mode, but this is actually really cool. I mean, it's not worth that much, and I think it's just a prey codex or something. And I don't know what it's really for. I think when you have the curses are way better. But I mean, we'll take it, right? Okay, this was by far my worst Nakatra kill ever. I don't know why, but I think it was because of the aura. Because the aura is so much worse in terms of DPS than the equilibrium aura. I'm also a little bit tired, so maybe I also fucked some mechanics up and did not that good DPS, but I needed 11 minutes for this kill. And let's be honest, I did not even know that when you take this long for a Nakatra kill and you go into her realm for I don't know, the third, fourth or fifth time, I don't know how many times I was in there, that you then see 4 symbols and you have to remember 4 symbols, and I almost lost my kill there. And yeah, what do we get? We get the storybook, I think is this, and we get 600k in loot. So yeah, it's not worth. It's actually just not worth on the account. I would love to farm her already, but it's not worth. I did her because I had a Reaper, and she's cool and all, and you also get a lot of money. I understand that and stuff, but I just need 11 minutes for the last kill, and this is it's just not worth it. We need better equipment. We need more damage, an essence of finality, the Razial armor and stuff, and then we can go there. And we also need better perks. No way, guys. We once again got a Soulborn Lantern. Oh my lord. Let's be fucking honest right here. In terms of progression on the account, it's fucking useless. But it's the most expensive drop on the boss. And we got it twice now. We got it twice. 2 Soulborn Lanterns already. Holy shit, we are so spooned again. That's just so, wow. I kinda missed it because I didn't knew that I was this close, but I reached level, not level, but I reached 300 Razial kills in my last kill. So yeah, we're still on the grind, you know. I need that second armor piece to get the first set bonus and stuff, so let's keep the grind going. Okay, so it's been a little while when I last played on this account right here, because the last few days I played on my main account doing some questing shenanigans to start the Road to Comp series in the future, and I actually also played a lot of League of Legends, and I have to show you that because I fucking reached Diamond and I really love it, but this is not the topic here, because I decided to sell my Soulborn Lantern a few days ago. I did slow sell it because why not, you know, and we got 611 mils out of it. So we now have a cash stack of whopping 800 mils, and this is just absolutely insane. And this is exactly where that whole concept of the Bronzeman really hits right now. Because on a normal main account, I would now just go there and I would just buy whatever equipment I want. I would buy the best in slot necromancy gear, so with the armor from Razial, the tier 95, I would go ahead and buy some gear to make the best perks and all that shenanigans, because 800 mil, when you already have the best in slot weapons in necromancy, is a lot. But we are not able to do that because we need to farm the equipment, and this is exactly where it gets exciting and why I decided to play this account like that. So, the plan is now that we now have actually 2 to 3 goals. One is still to get another armor piece from Razial to get that 2 set bonus and that extra 7% damage on the conjures, because it is really OP. After that, I think the Sanctum of Rebirth is definitely a possibility to get the Essence Shard of Genesis to upgrade the weapons to tier 100, which would be absolutely insane. But there is also the thing about the perks, because we only need like 7 more levels in Invention, and after that we definitely can create good perks. I could already create good perks, but we can also create an Essence of Finality, which would be at a lot of boss encounters a huge upgrade. So, we now definitely have to fight, and I think the first thing I want to do right now is with that Choose the Omniguard that actually looks really cool if you ask me, that we now step into the Razial boss encounter again, do like 20 to 30 kills, and hope to get another armor piece. Yeah. So, I have now killed a lot of Razial. I think I'm now at 347 kills, so definitely a lot. I burned my whole Equilibrium aura, and I also had a little bit time left on the Equilibrium aura, so it was about 2 hours, a little bit more, that I just killed Razial. Unfortunately, we got no drops. It happens, but I think we are still kinda okay-ish in terms of drop rate, because we are at 347 kill. Let me calculate that real quick. Because we should have received so far 3.6 drops, and we already got 4. So we are definitely still on the drop rate, but just this, it feels so bad because it's just 1 armor piece left that I want, and then I am able to make a break from Razial and really focus on different things. But this 1 armor piece is really important for the set bonus, and I think the set bonus is really OP. So it's a little bit annoying, but I will take a break now. That is actually pretty nice. I made a PB at Razial, 3.6 seconds faster than before, so we are now close to get faster kills than 2.5 minutes, which would be really nice, but what is really nicer than this would be a fucking drop, you know? We still did not get the second armor piece, but, oh my god, I almost did not pick it up, but we got the freaking pet. How cool is that? We got the pet at 363 kills. Oh my god, that's definitely such a cool thing. We got Mizo, the Razial pet. Let's fucking go, man. Let's fucking go. That is so incredible cool, man. Whatever if we get a drop or not, we definitely level up our equipment, and therefore we can now again use a siphon. A Restaurira. Okay, I have to buy one. Give me a second. Okay, I bought 3 of those, that's perfect. So now I can unequip my weapon, I think the Omniguard, and my armor, exactly. The Soulbound Lantern does not have the same cycle, but whatever, we can then use the siphons on our equipment, and we reach level 95 in Invention. This means that there are still 5 levels to go, but it's definitely a little milestone. So we got a drop. We got the pet at 363 kills, and the last armor piece was at 256 kills. And after that, I went hella dry. You can see it in this clip that we are now over 443 kills, and since, as I mentioned, at 463 the pet, we have not received any droppers. So I got kinda frustrated, also because the series is kinda stuck if I don't get the drops at Razial, because I simply don't see what other things we should grind right now. But I made a decision that I will now grind until we have the 500 Razial kills, and if we don't get an armor piece or I spark some joy again for the boss, that I will then, after that, pause that grind a little bit and focus on different things, just to not get burned out at one place. And bad luck strikes again. I, by the way, forgot to record my microphone in the last few clips, that's why I am recording it right now. But we got really bad luck at Razial, because we received a dropper and it was again the hand wraps, which means that we now have gotten the 2 best drops 2 times on the account with the Soulbound Lantern, but also the worst drop that you can get at RASIAL with the hand wraps 2 times. And it really feels a little bit frustrating when you're so long dry and then you get a dupe, and this dupe is also just the worst that you can get, and it does not even sell for 9 million at the moment, which means that we kinda received a drop, but we also kinda did not make any progress, you know? And yeah, still, the goal is to get to 500 RASIAL kills and see what the boss still holds for me. I mean, at least the invention XP is really good, and I was able to, siphon all 4 pieces once more. So everything is now again to level 1, and this actually means that we get level 97 in invention. So there are only 3 levels to go until we can make our Essence of Finality, and yet I still have to kill Razial, like, what is it? 8 times. So let's go for these last 8 kills and hope that we get a drop, and otherwise the grind will still be paused. And that is kill number 500 on the account, if I am able to kill him right here, and we are. Any droppers? Unfortunately not. Yeah, I don't know. Now I received the message of the milestone. Kind of weird that it took so long. Yes, this is just annoying. It really is. I think I have mentioned it enough now, so let's not talk about it. On the other hand, I received a lot of loot. Let's see how much loot we've got. Okay, so this is basically all of the loot that I've got. I think I sold everything at like 250 kills or something, if I'm not completely wrong. But this is definitely a lot of money. 51 million just in the casualties, you know, without calculating all the rare drops. And obviously, I just have to mention it one more time, we received 2 Soulbound Lanterns and an Omniguard, which is a lot of money. And ignore my cat that is standing sideways here. Yeah, so in terms of money, it's definitely a good boss. Don't get me wrong here. I don't want to sound ungrateful, you know, but it's just this feeling of being stuck at the moment that is just annoying. Okay, let's pause that run right here, because I think this is really interesting. On the left side, you can see the price check that I did with all the items from RASIAL at 250 kills before selling them for the first time. And on the right side, you see the price check of the common drops of RASIAL after 500 kills. So I think it's really interesting how consistent this boss actually is in terms of the money, and that I received 100 mils in common drop just by killing him 500 times. Which obviously is a lot, but then you also have to calculate in the rare drops, and this is where you make the real money, because we received 2 Soulbound Lanterns, which one I sold for 611 mil and the other one I kept, so let's round this up to 1.2 billion GP. We received an Omniguard, which is actually worth 350 mil at the moment, and we also got 2 hand wraps for about 10 mil or 9 mil that they are sold at the moment. So if we calculate all these shenanigans together, we received 1.7 billion at 500 RASIAL kills, which means that the boss was actually about 3.47 million per kill that we received at him. And we can also get a little bit further and calculate how much money we made per hour, because I think it took me about 2:45, 3 minutes to kill one RASIAL kill. So let's just say 170 seconds, which means that this grind was about 24 hours of grinding. So this means that at RASIAL, in my pace, with my kills and my luck, I made about 72 million GP per hour, which is insane, but yet still, we are a Bronzeman, so we need to receive the right drops and not just any drop.